Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at some of these coins. We'll start with Bitcoin obviously, and then we'll look at some of these other altcoins, most of which we've been trading on Bityard, who actually have just introduced the copy trade system today. So it's just gone live this morning, and if you wanted to follow me, you can copy my trades. Otherwise, there's plenty of other better pro traders out there that you can follow their trades, good win ratios, and it's all automated. Anyway, less of that, but if you wanted to set that up, links below. Join my Telegram and I'll let you know my copy trade link if you wanted to do that. So let's have a look at Bitcoin first of all. So let's have a look at this. So basically we did this enormous launch here right to the top of the resistance box, basically where we were rejected ever so slightly. That was a 10% move, basically almost 12% really, from the top to the bottom. The day after that, indecision time, we have a spinning top where we basically didn't know where we wanted to be, 5% move within all of that, and yesterday we came up to the top of the resistance zone again and broke down all the way down beneath it and basically supported on this 10 exponential moving average. Now this might seem devastating to some because we're rejected from the blue box, and we came all the way down at basically 9%, which is significant for Bitcoin especially. But the good thing is that we were supported on the 10 exponential, and if you look historically how we've been riding this up, the 10 exponential hasn't actually really been broken. It's certainly not been closed beneath for quite a while now, and it's actually the first opportunity to bite back. So those on my Telegram were all sort of watching this happen last night, and I said, look, if we break down beneath 14,700, which is basically an area of support, last stand, this is the area, and it will basically hit it to a perfect T. Not that I'm blowing my own trumpet, but it did. And to be honest with you, I was watching this unfold, looking to buy into all kinds of things. When this happened, this literally was touched, and then within a few seconds it had gone up a few $100s. It was that fast. So that, just seeing that and looking at it now, shows to me that actually there's plenty of buying pressure here. The selling pressure, even though there is some, it's still not halted the entire market in any way, shape or form. I'm pretty confident that everything will continue. Now when we're talking about continuation, I'm sure lots of you, including myself, want to know about the continuation of the alt rally, which has been phenomenal, carried on for about 24 hours, and some of these coins went 20, 30, 40% in a 24-hour period. That was immense. Is that going to continue? Well, let's have a look at this. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. We're looking at it on the hourly for some reason. I don't know why I was doing that, but we'll look at it first of all on the 4-hourly. So on the 4-hourly, what we have here, we came all the way up to test this level here, 66.5. I think that this could have reached 68, but it didn't. And if we go to a daily chart, there is a channel involved in this that you can see. In fact, it makes more sense on the weekly, and the channel is basically where a lot of people are trying to trade this within, and this rejection could reject all the way down to the bottom of this channel. It has kind of been doing something similar to that. Now this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. There is a channel here, but channels do break. This is a descending channel also, which often break to the up. So there is, and it's on the weekly as well. So if there is any kind of movement in this, we're not going to be seeing it anytime soon on this chart here. Let's go down to the 4-hourly again. Let's have a look at this. Now what we see here is an extremely bullish chart, really bullish in all fairness. And it's only when we start to break down beneath these levels around 64.50 and especially 62. That you'll see, and to be honest, the moves will have largely played out by then. Massive moves. Now again on the daily, huge bullish moves carrying on here, but this clearly rejection here. Is this going to continue down further to around 64, 63? At the moment, indicators suggest that it probably will come down to around 63.5. So that would mean that there is a strong chance, a reasonably strong chance, I would call it a 70% chance, so that the alts will continue to rally. But will they rally at the same speed as they have done? No, but will they make up some of their losses from yesterday? Yeah, probably, but will it be as fast? I don't think it will be quite anywhere near as fast. So some of these coins will I mean, that's a boring one, but I have been trading it because it seems reasonably stable. XRP, again, this one I'm enjoying trading this one too, because it doesn't look like it wants to do it right yet, but in about a week or just over a week, when we get out of this resistance cloud, we could break above it and hold above it. As long as we closed anywhere above 26.5, that would be great. Or we could wait this out at this current value for another, well, 9 days, which is quite a long wait. So yeah, I'm trying to play these ranges, getting in at these pullbacks, hoping for the longest, because the idea is that once this breaks out of here, we'll sail into this box and probably towards the top of it. So we're talking about 31.5 cent area. Shouldn't be a problem for it. In fact, it should just sail through into that area. Will it sail above that area? There is a chance, but it's likely to get topped out there and have a pullback. We'll have to see the state of the rest of the market first. On the daily chart, what we're looking at here is very weak bullish indications. No structure really. Actually, the structure's not too bad on this. In fact, it looks quite good actually on the on the RSI. We've got higher lows, maybe not that one so much. Higher highs. So we could be in for a move, probably, in the next few days, provided Bitcoin behaves itself. So that it actually could work out okay sooner rather than later. Given what I'm seeing here, money flow indexes are very, very low. So this is I think what's going to happen with XRP here, from what I can see, is that this area is going to be very slow and sluggish and painful to break out of this level here. But once it does break out, then it will have a reasonably aggressive move, which will take us up into 30 cent and beyond. Chainlink, in the same kind of bag. Chainlink, as you can see, has this channel which was broken, in fact it was definitely broken, but it's recovered from there pretty well. Again, we seem to have reclaimed that channel, which is okay. So we've got supported on there yesterday and again launched from there today, and we're trying to get out above this red zone here. So we're talking levels of basically $12.59, $12.60. If we can hold that level or higher, then there will be continuation to carry on with this channel, and the channel will lead us all the way up into the $16 by December. Which doesn't sound massive, but it's still a decent return. And again, this is the problem with this is upwards facing channels often break to the down. When I say often, more likely to break to the down. But at the moment, it's still holding up reasonably okay. This was a significant sell-off, but again, relative strength, because hitting the bottom of the Bollinger Band, not really going below there, big buybacks as a result. This was a horrendous downfall here. That was completely topped out. That's a 10%, almost 11% wick. So let's have a look at these guys here. So money flow index is looking fine. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. So yeah, this one looks very much like it wants to continue to the up. So this one looks pretty strong too. So I've got no problems whatsoever with Chainlink. I would be careful when it gets to the top of the Bollinger Band, however. So I think, playing these ranges, like I say, with these altcoins, getting to areas or levels where they were yesterday is not going to happen immediately. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to. There's not going to be any full recoveries today. But everything is looking okay for it to make those gradual incremental steps back up again. Uni token, absolute beauty of a move from the bottom here to all the way to the top here. That was incredible. That's a 72% move. And if you go back and look at some of my videos, this is the one I was looking at quite closely. In fact, I made a very short but transparent video of me placing trades on this one. This is the one that I was looking to make the most on, and I have made quite a fair bit on this. Now I didn't sail this all the way from the bottom to the top, but I made lots of different longs, and then I did some shorts yesterday. Now I'm completely flat on it at the moment because it's so volatile that even if you just did a 5x leverage on this one, and you could be severely in profit or in negative territory. So for the moment, it's not as clear as it should be. However, what I can say is that just like Bitcoin, we were supported on the 10 exponential and again today, so it does look like it wants to continue up. But when you have a chart that does look like this, It's you know, and it's also done a 70% move to the up. Volatility is the name of the game with crypto. We all know that. We love that. But you know, 70% move. I mean, my God, that was, you know, something needs to come back down after that. That was extremely high. My new favourite is Ocean Protocol. I do love this. I think this one's got some of the bigger moves to be made on it, to be honest. But kind of talking not instant returns. I'm not trading this, for instance. I'm buying and selling it on spot. This is my main spot hold. No leverage on this one, because we're basically sold and did over a period of about a month at 144% on that one, which is great returns. And that wasn't technically parabolic, that was nice structured steps and stairs. So I have a feeling that this one is going to continue with those steps and stairs. We're above the red cloud, about to enter into the green cloud. We want to cool off a little bit. I can see that definitely. The money flow index is extremely high at this level, had to come back down. It's still reasonably high, but could easily push beyond this higher high over the next week or so. A look at the MACD, which is great. The RSI, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high. I think it needs to cool off for a little bit now, so we're probably going to see a bit of a tailing around, sort of similar to this little area here, where we basically spent a big move up and then sort of kind of consolidated, went sideways. So don't get too disconcerted if that were to happen. We're finding supports all over the place, and the buybacks are quite strong. So we're getting supports on the 10 exponential on the way up. Then obviously that money flow index told us that was enough. Had to come back down to the center of the Bollinger Band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And now it would appear that, other than yesterday, it would appear that we're trying to hold the 10 exponential. So I think this one is going to make some really big moves over the next couple of years, and this is why I'm really trying to sort of make the most out of the spot trading on this one. Buying it, selling it, buying it, selling it. But there will be a point where I think it does launch and make a move which will be not unbuyable, but I'm seeing it. I think I have a feeling that it's going to behave similar to that of Chainlink in the way that it meandered quite aggressively and then just really just shot up in price and stayed there. It does look to me like it's going to be in the same kind of league as Chainlink in the future. So I am trying to be careful where I sell it and buy it back, but at the moment there is structure to it. Buying and selling within the Bollinger Band on the daily is perfectly fine at the moment, and certainly, you know, trying to buy it back on the first pass at this level now, which is the 10 exponential, is probably your best bet, which is basically what I did yesterday. In fact, I bought it a little bit lower than that, but yeah, that is basically our trades at the moment. That's how we're going to play this one out. For the rest of the day, it could go up, it could go down. It's going to be all over the place, especially as we're Sunday. A lot of the time you will find dumps on Sunday, so I don't think we're going to be reclaiming some of those highs, like I said, that we saw yesterday, but I do have a feeling that there will be some small incremental steps to be made today. But I'll be very careful, because we've got a new president in America right now. He wants to introduce higher tax on capital gains. That's probably going to at some point kick in and have an effect on this market as soon as he starts talking about that sort of thing. I mean, a lot of people know that that's his intention, so it will affect the market. There might be people wanting to take profit before he's essentially brought in as the president officially. Nothing has really changed at the moment, but there probably will be some significant profit taking before he's sworn in. Anyway, I will leave it with you there. Thank you for watching, and join my Telegram and like and subscribe and all that jazz. Take it easy.